Hey everyone, it's a bad guy here, back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Orochi and why he's one of the best nat 4 units you can get in this game. You can forget about everything else, just this. He's the only 4-star with this skill in the game. There's no other 4-star that can compare to this skill. Like, the ninjas also have a similar one, but it's elemental. And the reason why this is so good is because we're in a speed meta, and the most common attack bar buffer that we know in the game is who? You guessed it, Bernard, right here. Right, they're close to each other. Orochi was my second 6-star, so I've had him for quite a while and I've gotten the chance to use him. His max skilled, as you can see. Let's go over his skills real quick. First skill is simple, it's basically the same as most other first skills. Doesn't do too much damage and leaves continuous damage for one turn. Good for bosses, good for giant speed 10. Second skill does a lot of damage based on speed and reduces the attack by 30%, 100%. So it's a good skill, also good versus bosses, also very good because it scales off speed and you would want to have some speed on Orochi. And finally, this third skill. This skill also, the second skill also, it synergizes well with Orochi's leader skill, so because it gives him speed, right? And finally, this one, Storm and Gale. It's a good skill, it hits 6 times. Leaves continuous damage for each hit, so if nothing is resisted, it will leave 6 dots, and that will be how much, like 30% of a boss's or a unit's HP. It's usable in 4 turns. It's a good skill, so we've had Orochi, or he's been in the game for a while, so he's really good for giant speed 10, as well as this skill. What I said is really good. Attack speed, increases the attack speed of all allies throughout the entire game by 30%. So whether in dungeons, whether in the arena, whether in world arena, doesn't matter. 30%. There's no other 4-star with this skill in this game. That's why I say he's really good, and I feel like he's very underused, especially in the speed meta that we're in right now. Even in Guild Wars he can be used as long against certain teams, just because of this lead. I mean, there are how many 33% speed leaders in the game? There's Samoth and there's Vanessa. Other than that, there's none. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's any other 33% speed leader that has been introduced in the game. And if you don't have either of them, then Orochi is a really good option for all you guys out there. He's a lot more obtainable, so I'm pretty sure at some point you would have pulled an Orochi, because he's been in the game for a really long time. Most people who've been playing for more than a year should have an Orochi. So yeah, Orochi is a really good monster. We're gonna use him in this video and we're going to show you guys how good he can be. Alright, let's move on to the first place where I'm going to show you guys, and that's going to be in the arena. Alright guys, now we're here at the arena. This is the team that I'm going to use Orochi with. As I said, we're in a speed meta in the arena. You see a lot of speed teams like this whenever you're fighting most levels of arena, whether it's Conqueror or High Conqueror 3 into Guardian 1 and the like. I even use a speed team sort of like that in my defense, so I can tell you for real, it's having an Orochi with a 30% lead will work wonders for you when you're trying to do better in the arena. We're gonna go ahead and use it in this team. So yeah, like Orochi, 30%, like that's 3% less than Samoth. And you may argue, yes, you can't. It's limited what you can use with them, but this team is very solid. You see a lot of teams in the arena with an attack bar buffer and with a monster with an attack lead. So you can see we get turn 1. We only care that Bernard gets the attack buff or the attack speed bonus from Orochi's leader skill. So here we go. This you can use it on units like this, so you see you reduce the attack bar, right? You can also, if maybe there was a Chasun here, I'd hit her and then the dots would go on her and then she'd kill herself basically after the Lucian amp. Here we go. You see? Easy wins, right? Now you don't have any reason to complain that you don't have a Samoth or you don't have a Vanessa or something. You can make do with what you have. And what you have is what? Orochi, right? Yeah, let's keep at it. Alright guys, this is the second team we're gonna be fighting. It has a Kabila we managed to outspeed, which is good. As you can see, there's a 33% leader there in Vanessa. So you can tell that Orochi can actually compete against these 33% speed leaders in the arena. Here we go. We should be able to win. Our amp should kill the Virad, and let's weaken down this unit here. What's her face? I don't know. So she can die to the amp. Tiana. Tiana. Holy shoot, they lived. But I think we should be fine. We're mostly win, so we have elemental advantage, and Orochi can basically clean it up. That revive is not going to be too big a problem. Let's kill this Virad before he uses absolute zero. There we go. Alright, so this is basically now in the bag. We can just put it on auto. I believe we should be fine. She's gonna die, everyone's gonna die. So you're gonna rune Orochi with crit rate on slot 4. Then when you get crit damage wherever you go. But if you're using him in dungeons, you want him to have some HP, because he also has some decent HP, so he doesn't die. Especially in Giant Speed 10, because the boss is gonna revenge him a lot, since his third skill hits 6 times. Alright, let's look for another team. One last battle, and then we'll do one last battle, and then we'll take him to Giant Speed 10. Alright, here we go. We'll hit this. This is versus a 33% speed leader. If I lose in terms of speed, it's because of my runes, not anything to do with Orochi. Like I said, he's one of the most OP units that's hardly ever used. Like, if you don't have a speed leader, go ahead and use him. If you have him, you don't even have to put him in 6-star. You can use him as a 5-star, as just as a speed leader, and then if you have a strong Lucian, you can just nuke through teams like this, which have like a lot of squishies and maybe just one threat. The Rakan could cause a problem, but Megan can strip his buff, so I think we should be fine. I had to strip my... we want to make sure that Ciara dies. So here we go. The Samad's gonna come back. Hopefully he'll glance, because we're mostly wind, and we have attack. Okay, we have defense buff. He focuses on burnout, which is the best case scenario. Now we just slowly work him down. Hopefully he does not revenge. And there you go. So as you can see, you can compete with 33% speed leaders. Samat is not the most OP unit in the game. Complex has given you a unit right here that can help you guys out there who maybe don't have speed leaders to compete against speed leader teams in the arena. So yeah, let's go straight into Giants so I can show you that he also works well here. I used to use him a lot in Giants until I started, like, he doesn't, how do I put it, he doesn't do as much damage as Kaito, so I decided to use Kaito instead. Let's go ahead and do this. I used to use, this was my main team before. That speed leader can also work here. Maybe if you're early or you're starting out and your Lucians aren't fast enough and they're not able to take maybe 2 turns before the crystals get a turn, then you can use his speed leader to just buff up their speed so it can be a more safer run. That's what I used to use before. It wasn't the most safest team. It had like a 95% win rate, I think, but it worked just fine. Let's go ahead. This should work okay. I'll show you guys his runes at the end of the video. He has a lot of speed. I think he has plus 95 speed. Otherwise, a solid unit all in all. Like, there's no nat 5 in this team. All this team can be built relatively easily. Like, you can argue that Lucian is not easy to get, but Theomars is easy to get, and he also makes it run safer because of his endure. When he goes down to endure, the boss, he can still like take 2 turns before the boss goes, and he can finish off the boss even if everyone else wipes, but that hardly ever happens. And Orochi is also good because he puts dots on the boss, so even if everyone wipes, well, as in if the boss moves, he'll have like 6 to 5 dots on him, and that's like a third of his HP, so we should still be fine. And he also makes it safer. Why? Because of the second skill, it lowers the boss's attack bar. And one of the reasons why you'd fail in Speed Giant B10 is because you're unable to lower the boss takes a turn, because you're unable to Galleon maybe is resisted with his attack by reduction. So having 2 of them will make the run a lot more safer. It's a bit slower than my normal team, but 1 minute is pretty fast, so no complaints, right? Alright guys, the last place where I'm gonna show you how good Orochi is in the Water Rift Beast. Now I use Orochi in my Water Rift Beast mainly because of that attack speed leader. If maybe you're struggling to get S's on the Water Rift, you can put him in. His speed leader will help you because it helps you take more turns, so you can remove that frost debuff that the boss puts on you, so in that way you'll take less damage from the boss from his skills. So let's go ahead and do a damage test here on his second skill, which is, I believe, his highest damage nuke. Let's see what kind of damage it can do on the boss with all the buffs. Like, he has attack buff and speed buff. So here we go. 87,000 damage. That is respectable, very respectable for a unit that is an HP based unit. That's what his main designation is. So he can be used in Giants V10, he can be used here, he can be used in the arena very effectively. So I feel like he's a really good unit, and he can really help improve your box, especially, like I said, if you're lacking a speed leader. He's a global speed leader, will work everywhere from TOA to arena to world arena. So if any of you are lacking a Samantha, Vanessa, or maybe you're going into arena and you're facing a Samantha and a Vanessa, and you don't want to use maybe a 24% speed leader because you're not that confident in your speed, in the speed of your Bernard or whatever attack power buffer you're using, then you can use Orochi in their stead, right? Because most of everyone has a Bernard built at this point. We know he's like the best free-to-play attack power buffer that you can get, so you will not they work very well as a pair, and you won't regret building him. He can help you rank higher and higher in arena, whichever level of arena you're in. So yeah, after this we'll be done with him, and I hope you guys have gotten something from this video. You've gotten, maybe you're suffering from the Samots and the Vanessas and things like that, and other speed leaders in the arena. We just had arena reset. I finished C3, which was okay. I made a few mistakes during rush hour, but yeah, he can help you climb. He can be used on arena defense because bad AI and all that. Well, you can, but it's not the best because, you know, in arena defense you'd want to have some fire units and don't benefit from his leader skill. So I believe the best way you can use him is in an offensive type of nature. So yeah, it's all good, guys. I hope this helps you out. I hope to see more of you using Orochi, because, you know, in this game it's almost like life. You just gotta use what you have, because you can't have most of what other people have, and it won't do you any good to complain about bad luck. So just go ahead, use Orochi if you have him, and I wish all of you guys luck in your climb in arena, and basically in your climb in this game. Alright guys, that's gonna be it from me. Thanks a lot for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to my channel, because I make videos every 2 days. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys later.